ang forte mo talaga, cyber security. Talaga napapanahon dito ngayon, 'di ba? We always quote, sinasabi nga ni Philippine Ambassador to the US, Babe Romualdez. Grabe talaga ang very vulnerable ang Pilipinas, no? Pagdating sa cyber warfare. So ikaw, anong maiaambag mo? Ano yung state of yung ating cyber readiness, no? Readiness natin for cyber warfare ngayon. How would you an honest assessment of that?
Ma'am, kasi ang Pilipinas, 'di ba? Kahit nung nagsimula pa lang yung cellphone, tech capital of the world na tayo. So talagang very techy yung mga Pilipino. Masyado tayong ini-embrace talaga natin yung technology. So now as the spokesperson po, at least it's the voice the voice. So we'll be gaining more networks and we want to marry the cybersecurity efforts of the Philippines. Kasi 'di ba ma'am, lahat naman may kanya-kanyang efforts towards cybersecurity. But to each his own. Like the banking systems, they do their own, 'di ba po, yung tele natin nandun din, and the armed forces ganun din. So there is no barriers to cybersecurity. We cannot say, oh, you're entering Philippine cyber domain. Wala pong ganun. Wala po talagang fence for that. So the only way we can do that, kung ang bawat Pilipino po ay marunong mag-ingat sa paggamit ng ating mga gadgets, dun sa ating mga connectivity. So collectively po, if you will protect yourself, each Filipino will protect themselves, then we collectively will form that barrier for cybersecurity. So yun po yung gusto natin. So kung marinig po yung boses natin, makapagturo po tayo paano nila protektahan yung sarili nila, syempre yung tech side po, sa amin na po yun na the people in tech will take care of that. But of course, the individuals should also have their own share of protecting themselves.
So Colonel, masasabi mo ba na tayo nga na, aside from it being vulnerable, ano ba ngayon ang labanan talaga? Mas nakakatakot ba yung cybersecurity natin or yung physical threat sa atin? You being in the AFP, you kumbaga mulat ka sa pareho di ba? Yung mga intel reports na kinukuha ninyo, tapos yung mga physical threat nga na kanina binalita namin. So, if you're to weigh it, ano ang mas malaking threat, hamon sa Pilipinas?
Actually, ma'am, both of them goes hand in hand, no? So when we say cyber kasi, the notion is just simply the cyber domain. But actually, ma'am, cyber operations is all-encompassing. It also includes the physical domain. So bakit, ma'am? Kunyari, ikaw, ma'am, na-scam ka. Ano po ba yung pera na ibinayad mo sa scammer? Di ba po pera na pinaghirapan mo sa pagtatrabaho physically? So ibig sabihin, nagtatranscend po siya from the physical to cyber. The cyber is just the medium. But actually, what was scam, kaya masama yung loob mo, pinaghirapan mo yun sa totoong pagtatrabaho. So kaya po, nagtatranscend po siya. That's why if we protect ourselves in the cyber domain, then of course, it goes as well. In terms of the technological side po, we also protect that physically. Kaya nga po yung mga server farms natin, di ba? May mga, for natural disasters, meron po tayong mirror off-site locations for the data to be saved and all that. So, hand in hand po yung physical and the cyber domain.
Okay. Yung mga naririnig natin ngayon, pagdating sa cybersecurity, mga counter, cyber espionage, mga ganyan na naririnig natin ngayon. So, kamusta naman yung natin doon, ang laban natin? Kasi ang threat din kasi ngayon, kung external threat, hindi nalabanan na hand-to-hand combat yan, di ba, Colonel Franz? Ito ay talagang cyber warfare na. Hindi ba? So yung ating yung para labanan din, dahil alam naman natin, may nababalita din kasi ng mga korporasyon dito sa Pilipinas, na mga Chinese, ang stockholders, hindi ba? Yung, paano yung protection natin against cyber espionage?
Bali naman, ma'am, when we fortify our cyber defenses, it's for any type of attack na po. So, meron tayong mga intrusion detection. So, malalaman natin kung may magta-try na pumasok sa systems natin. Meron tayong intrusion prevention. And then, of course, we will react accordingly. Depends on the threat vector. So, depende po yan. Marami po yan. Mayroon pang as simple as the virus, malwares, ransomware, ganon. Pero pag titignan nyo po, yung malalaki ang war...
Sino nag-Medusa ransomware?
PhilHealth.
PhilHealth.
Yes,
health.
ma'am.
Oo,
Na kamukha nun, nakuha yung mga personal data
Kasi
ng
ayaw
mga
natin magbayad
members
ng
ng
ransom.
PhilHealth, di ba?
Oo.
Medusa ransomware.
Yes, ma'am. So, ganun po siya, ma'am. So, it's all-encompassing when we do our defenses. So, ang nakita natin dyan, pag may malalaking warfare po, before it becomes a physical war, nagsisimula po siya sa cyber. So, muna, nagde-deface muna sila ng mga sites, ng government sites, di ba? They're trying to take down certain government services. Ganun eh. So, hanggang
Ayun pala ang
mag-escalate na
ano.
siya, ma'am, into a physical war.
Oo. In terms
Ano
of
lang, may follow-up lang ko doon, Patmi. Is that cybersecurity specific to the AFP? To the military? Or yung ano na, ito yung parang, kasi sinasabi nila whole of government approach. Kamukha nga nun, attack on an
PhilHealth.
agency of the Philippines. O ikaw, yung cybersecurity mo is talagang specific lang to our military?
We have units inside the military who are all privy on cybersecurity. But of course, syempre ma'am, we cannot work alone. Everything po yun nga, I was saying, cyber is a whole of nation approach. So we really have to liaise and also connect with outside entities, the local government, tapos yun pong mga ano din natin, kahit yung business sector po natin, banking. So there will be sharing of intel, mga ganyan ma'am. So pagka nakuha natin ma'am, ano yung mga attack vectors that are happening, so the others can also fortify themselves accordingly.
Meron ba talagang D-stab na nangyayari ngayon? O ano lang yan, marites lang yan?
Parang marites lang siya ma'am.
Let's get together. Sunnet 25. Sunnet 25.